Hello, hello. I am going live right now, and so I am just getting used to the way that Facebook does lives, and so pardon me for like the 5 seconds or so of like just me staring at the camera. Maybe I'll be able to figure out how to trim it. I don't know. I want to talk about some really awesome successes that we've been seeing. I'm calling this video, and if you're hearing it later on the podcast, I'm calling it September School Successes because we've been seeing some really, really cool successes in both with a coaching client of mine and also here in our own home. And so I wanted to share about those. So I'm going to start with the coaching clients. I was so thrilled when this success story was posted into our Ninja Parenting Community forums today, and it is from a beloved member. She's been a member for a long time, years, and her name is Jen, and she's shared some successes. She says reflecting on the past couple of weeks, we've had some pretty great successes, and I'm going to share about two of them here. So the first one doesn't have to do with school; it has to do with training wheels. So this is just a quickie success. Jen writes, I took the training wheels off my daughter's bicycle, and she is a freewheeling bike rider now. She turns 6 next week. Oh my word. And I'm trying to remember if I could ride a bike at 6. I think maybe I could, or 5. I mean, because this little girl is only 5 yet. Um, and what I do remember most about my early bike riding years was that I used to have a banana seat bike, and I tried to pop a wheelie one time, and I ended up sliding off the back of it in the middle of my street, and it knocked the wind out of me, and I just hated that feeling. But anyway, and I did not learn how to pop wheelies after that. I basically thought, okay, I'm done with popping wheelies now. Maybe that's an unfortunate thing, but oh well. This little girl is freewheeling and she doesn't need training wheels anymore, and that's really awesome. So that's a really fun family success. And then the other one is Jen's other daughter. So this is the school-based success story. Jen's other daughter had a meltdown after a couple torturous Google Meets on the first day of school, which was just yesterday. And Jen writes, I had true empathy because she's doing a really, truly tough thing. And Jen continues, I totally rocked this one. She moved through the fear and frustration and had a much better day today. And just when we can help our kids in that way, just feels so good to be able to say, like, she was having these huge meltdowns and I was able to bring her through them. It takes true empathy. And I'm going to actually segue into the next story that I wanted to share, the quickie story that I wanted to share from my own home, um, where empathy comes up as well. So we've discovered in the last, I don't know, little while that we're a family of empaths. Like we all have this ability. I mean, it's a true cool thing when it's going well, right? We all have the ability to really deeply connect with others. And the problem is that that can also be dangerous. It can be not a good thing to get sort of dragged into somebody else's pain, because then we can't help. Instead, what we're doing is we're in that pain with them. And a couple of weeks ago on the show, I got to bring on a coach named Mariella Ortiz. She's amazing. I wish I had the number for you. I feel like it's going to be 342 maybe. I will link to it just below this video. Mariella, in our conversation, she talks about this idea that like when we are having, when we are pulled into somebody else's, when we're full of empathy but sort of too full of it, we can get pulled in such a way. She asked us to imagine this. You are walking along and you suddenly discover that you're in front of a hole and your friend has fallen down to the bottom of this hole, and your friend is down there yelling, help, help, please help me, I can't get up. And what you do to quote help is you climb down in that hole with your friend. That's not going to be helpful, is it? And what we want to try and do is, and I've been talking about that story because what we want to try and do instead is stay with them and be supportive, and call somebody to ask for help, and to tell your friend, like, I'm here, it's okay, you're going to be fine, we're going to get you out. Climbing down into the hole with them isn't going to help. So I just want to pause for a sec because I can see that there's a couple of people watching, and so hello if you're watching, but I don't know who you are. I can't tell who you are unless you jump in and say hello. I'm just learning these new tools, so I would love it if you just jump on and say hi, and I hope this is I love sharing success stories, and I hope this is a fun one for you. So so I've been sharing that story. Like my family doesn't listen to the podcast, right? But I've been telling that story here at home because I've been feeling like, oh, I could be climbing into this hole with my friend. Like this isn't. I'm recognizing that I might be doing that more often than I should, which probably you never should, but sometimes it can't be helped. Anyway, I picked up my son, my younger son Jay. I do have permission to tell this story from him. I picked him up from school the other day, or actually just today was their first day of school, and he gets in the car and he's all excited. Jay goes to a self-directed learning center, and it's just it's a really cool environment. And he was over the moon about some of the classes that are being talked about. And tomorrow is class pitching, so that's exciting. And he he also told me that his goal this year is to not I'm trying to remember how he said it. His goal this year is to not climb into the hole is basically what he said. He said, Mom, I was telling my teacher about that. He said I told my teacher I'm not going to climb into the hole. And his teacher apparently said, Jay, I've been waiting for years to hear you say that because Jay is an empath, and as such he can get pulled into in a non-helpful way into other people's situations. And instead he's now working to not climb down into the hole with that other person, but instead to say, like, I'm here, I can help you, like, we're going to get you through this. Basically, sort of shielding himself from the brunt of the emotions and able to sort of put a lid on the empathy so that he can have that empathy and be help but also be helpful instead of wallowing marinating in it with that other person. So it was such a fun conversation. And I said did you really use that like expression about climbing down in the hole? He said, yeah, absolutely. He said I use a lot of things that you tell me. And then he went on to tell me about another one, which I don't actually have permission to share, so I can't at this moment. But that was really cool too. I was like, my gosh, like some of the things that we talk about here at home have been getting through, and that made me feel really good. And then Ben, when I was talking about this with Ben, he also told me how useful he has found this idea um, of being of thinking about like getting not climbing down into that hole with that person in terms of giving them too much empathy, but instead trying to say like, okay, I'm going to help rather than be pulled in. And I share this success story because I want you to know that you're not alone if you are feeling all those feelings from everyone in your family, and maybe people at work. Like everybody, there's a high amount of stress in the world right now, and I just want to, I guess if I can, I want to give you permission to be able to say like, I I'm recognizing that I need to I need to have empathy, but I don't need to have so much empathy that I am climbing into that hole with this person. Instead, I need to be able to help my child up here from the top of the hole to help them get out of the hole. Pardon me. So that's what I wanted to share about that. Those are my successes. And then the last thing I wanted to do was show you something which I'm really excited about. It is it's the book that we are going to be featuring in this upcoming round of the We Turned Out Okay Book Club. And it is this book. It's called Educating Happy Kids. I hope you can see it. I know I've got like a light that's basically all I'm seeing is a reflection of the light. All right, hold on. There we go. There it is. Educating Happy Kids. It's got like the most adorable cover. I have a friend who it makes designs covers for nonprofits, and he's actually someone that I know through my storytelling. I'm a live storyteller, and he's someone that I know through that. And he made me this cover, and we actually it was one of those cool bartering situations, which just is so cool. And it's got like the little forest creatures on it, and it says Educating Happy Kids: 9 ways to help your children learn what they need to know. And it is Your Child Explained Volume 2. There will someday be Volume 3. I basically had to stop drafting Volume 3 for a bit because the pandemic happened. It seemed like there were some things that I really, really needed to concentrate on, and that had to take a backseat. But I'll get to it. Anyway, starting a week from today, Wednesday, September 16th at 9 p.m., the We Turned Out Okay Book Club is going to be running every Wednesday night for at least 9 weeks. I believe there are 9 chapters because it's 9 ways, and we might do a week on the introduction as well because I tell some stories in there as well. So anyway, if you want to be a part of the We Turned Out Okay Book Club this round, I really would invite you and encourage you to do that. Um, it's it's one of my favorite nights of the entire week, and it's just so much fun, and it's so cool to connect with other parents. And I mean, the discussions are so incredible and so deep, and they just make you feel alive. They make you feel like you're a you're a person with some really cool stuff to contribute, and everyone was feeling that way in the book club, and I want you to feel that way too. So the way we're doing book club this round is I have brought it into the Ninja Parenting Community, which is my online private coaching practice. And I thought long and hard about this. I putting doing the We Turned Out Okay book club takes energy for me, and I was thrilled to provide it for free out uh, for everyone during the pandemic. And I've been thinking long and hard, and I decided I need to bring it into the Ninja Parenting Community. But I can also get you at least part of it for free because I'm offering an entire month, your whole first month in the Ninja Parenting Community for free. Um, and then you can have like 4 weeks of the WTOO Book Club, 4 weeks of educating happy kids before you've even paid a dime to be in the Ninja Parenting Community. And there's lots of other great reasons to be in there as well. I will not get into them here. What I notice is that when they join the community, they get in there and they just go, oh my God, this is so cool. And then they start um, using the tools that are in there and asking the questions and getting them answered and stuff like that. So, but the We Turned Out Okay book club, I think if that was all that you got out of the Ninja Parenting Community, it would be amazing. I mean, it's a really parents reported feeling like they could keep going after doing the book club or during the book club. One mom, I wish I'd brought the thing in here. One mom said that she felt like she was a much better parent after participating in the book club. Another parent said that she's learned that she could give her child some grace and some space, that she doesn't have to always be teaching lessons, that instead she can be using positive discipline with her son and not have to worry about like that she's doing something wrong. She's doing exactly the right thing. Um, and another mom said that it filled her cup, like it made her realize that like I have to have my oxygen mask on before I can help others. And as I say, I've been thinking long and hard. I really want you to have access to the WTO Book Club and to this particular book. I think educating happy kids is going to be great as we are starting off the school year and trying to figure out like how do we confront any of the range of difficult things that we've got going on. This isn't about like a curriculum or teaching them math. This is about like what do kids need to know and how can we help them learn it. And if you want to be a part of that, I would love to welcome you into the book club and also into the Ninja Parenting Community. And you can do both of those things by going to weturnedoutoky.com/join NPC, all one word. The link will be in the notes. And as I say, I'd love to see you in there. So thank you so much for watching, for listening. If you're listening in the podcast, I am Karen Kolp. Probably should have said that at the beginning. Hi, I'm Karen. I am a child development expert and a parent coach, and I'm feeling excited. Like thinking about successes and thinking about possibilities lights me up, and I think that's kind of a necessary thing these days because we can feel super stressed out and super worried. And I don't want you to feel that way. Instead, I want you to feel excited about the future and, excited about raising this kid or these kids. And I hope I can be helpful for you as you do that. All right, cheers. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.